Good evening everyone. I will be your lecturer today for this module A2839C Good Distribution Practice Lesson 9 Warehousing. So today we will be sharing with you on product complaints and product recalls. The first part of the lecture we will be going through product complaint, and the second one will be going through product recall. Please read the learning objective and learning outcome, and we'll start. So first and foremost, what is a product complaint? Product complaint can be any form of written complaint, electronic complaint, oral, verbal kind of complaints that are related to the quality of the product, or to the safety of the product, to the packaging of the product, or even sometimes the performance of the therapeutic product. But for the purpose of HSA good distribution practice, we will emphasize more on product complaint. There are other parts of the complaint like service complaint, distribution complaint, which I will not touch on so much here in this topic. Alright. Company quality system and premises would be assessed for compliance with the HSA GDP standards. Most of the time when the auditors come to your company, they will look through your complaint records. So handling complaint is one of the key components in the quality system. Some of the components the auditors will also look at are non-conformance, quarantine goods, etc. So today, for product complaints, the most important principles is all complaints must be recorded and handled carefully according to your company written procedures. So records should be made available to the competent authorities, or sometimes even to your customers when it's needed. When product complaints sent to your company, some of the product complaints are related to some of the return products. For example, products that are damaged, products that are found faulty, the customer returning back to you. So your company or yourself need to perform some sort of assessment on the return products if you need to resell it again. And this kind of assessment need to be conducted by the designated personnel. So complaints should be recorded with all the original details. A distinction should be made between complaints related to the quality of the medicinal products or those related to the servicing, quality, etc. So in the event if there are product complaint about the quality of the medicinal products, sometimes you might even need to inform your manufacturers or the main supplier that the certain products you have received this complaint and you think that this complaint is serious. You need to inform them without any undue delay. Typically in a company, some person are appointed to handle complaints. So not everyone in the company will be able to handle the complaint, alright? So if necessary, sometimes for product complaint, there are some procedures to follow, and those procedures might involve the investigator or the complaint counterfeit products. So your quality control inspectors need to be able to check those products are indeed delivered from your company. So what type of products are also important? The way you handle cytotoxic drugs, the way you handle dangerous goods, the volume of the products, and also packaging of the products, because all these factors will actually influence how you handle, manage the products in a way where if you have sufficient quarantine space, you might be able to put in all those complaint products under the quarantine cage, for example. But if the return products, the quantity are too huge, you might actually find a different area to segregate it from the rest of the goods. And you might also need to label it, because it's not inside your quarantine cage. You need to put in some sort of measures to prevent other stuff, to retrieve it accidentally. So if complaint about a product defects is serious, it might also lead to a product recall. So product recall, we'll touch on it on the second part. These are some product complaint form from my company. So as you can see, the product complaint form actually is part of the overall complaint form. So in our complaint form, we actually segregate it based on, is it a product related, invoicing related, or service related, like interaction with staff, or it can also be distribution related. The most important thing is you have to capture down the descriptions of the complaint, from who, when, and where, and also the product informations, for example the batch, the expiry date, and the quantity of the complaint. And regarding the investigation outcome, you can use various tools for investigation. You can interview the relevant staff, you can draw a fishbone diagram, you can put a 5 why tools. And from here, you'll be able to tell you the root cause, the root cause of the complaint. The next one is the immediate correction actions. So when you receive a complaint, what do you do immediately? And second part is there will be a different checker, a different person, to verify the effectiveness of the correction. Lastly, there will be the QA manager, which is myself, to review and evaluate the complaint, whether you need further follow-up actions or need a CAPA, a corrective action and preventive action. Whether we need a CAPA or not, it actually depends on the severity of the complaint and also the frequency of the complaint. Do note that this complaint form is very specific to each different company, but most of them actually contain the key informations like the product information on batch number, expiry date, quantity, the description of the complaint, etc., and also the outcome of the complaint. Alright, so product complaint records need to be reviewed regularly to analyze if there are any specific trends or any recurring problems. Of course, once you review those records periodically, you also need to discuss it with certain departments if you know that those departments are actually the one that are having most complaints, and identify certain solutions to address those issues. And typically once in a year, you have to the person that handle all these complaints sometimes need to feedback to the management for review. So in this platform, normally they will table up some serious or frequent complaints to the management for actions.